Is perimenopause or menopause having you feeling like you are a stranger in your own body? From day to day, it's like a roller coaster. You don't know how you're gonna feel. You're dealing with brain fog, bloating, just feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, tired, maybe raging, irritable. It's just a roller coaster. And I get it because I've been dealing with it for many, many years myself. But belly dancing is something that I return to day after day to help me get grounded in my body, to get some gentle movement that doesn't feel like it's punishing or hard on my nervous system. And today I want to share with you 4 different belly dance flows to address what might be going on for you during this difficult time. So we're going to do a sequence for the rage. Yeah, we know the irritability that can come with this time. For the bloating, oh my gosh, I'm dealing with this today actually. For the pelvic floor, because during this age, this can be a time when you're dealing with unexpected, unintentional leaking, when you're sneezing or coughing or laughing, and we're gonna take care of that today. And then lastly, the final flow is just to help you get into your feminine energy and feel sexy, confident, and amazing in your own skin, even when you're not feeling your best. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. All right, everybody, let's get back into our bodies, back to feeling good in our bodies. Let's just start with some hip circles. We're just gonna do a gentle warm up here, and then we're gonna do our 4 different mini workouts. Let's call it a mini belly dance ritual, depending on how you're feeling that day and what you need. All right, let's reverse directions. So I don't want you to overly think about technique in this video. I want you to just really get back in your body, tune in, feel yourself from the inside out, and try to just connect with some joy, some peace, some of you, like you at your deepest essence, without all this craziness, without the chaos. All right, let's do a step touch, step touch, step touch. And I want you to just use this opportunity to just feel the rhythm, feel your flow, not that flow, energy flow. And every time your step comes in, I want you to turn that to a hip. Step, hip, step, hip, step, hip. So some of our sequences are gonna be more chill. Some are gonna be more fiery, like our rage ritual, our rage belly dance ritual. Good, let's go off to the side, 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 side. We're just really warming up here. And side, hip, side, hip, side. Good, let's do a shimmy, because shimmies are great. We're gonna do this in a minute. I'm gonna break it down. Let's take those shoulders forward and back. We carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, especially if we're sitting a lot at a computer, and we forget just how tight that is. And reverse. Good, just a little bit of the head, side to side, nice and easy. All right, are you ready? Okay, we're gonna start with our rage irritability belly dance flow. That's gonna help us to just literally shake that anger out of our body. We're gonna do that first with a shimmy. So how do you do a hip shimmy or an Egyptian shimmy? An Egyptian shimmy is coming from the knees. So it looks like the hips are driving the movement, but it's actually the knees. So you know that feeling when you have to pee, you're waiting for the bathroom at a restaurant and you just naturally do that pee dance? This is kind of how it feels when you do a shimmy and how you get the shimmy started. So you just let your knees, the movement comes from the knees, just forward and back. That's it. Nice, and as you do that, I want you to think about your hips relaxing. And then as we speed it up, we just try to relax a little bit more. Let those hips relax a little bit more. And it just takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes it helps if you make it like stronger. And if you're really trying to get out that irritability, the bigger you make it, the more energy that gets released. At least that's how I feel it in my body. And when you feel like you kind of lose the shimmy, like it gets stuck, just go back to this. Make it bigger, make it less technique. And then once you got that, just kind of play around with getting that shimmy going. And let your upper body relax and just, really feel like you're shaking it out. I have another video. It's called Shimmy the Stress Away. And this shimmy is a nervous system reset, like for real. You go watch that video. It just resets your nervous system. We call it a somatic shaking. So it's like a somatic therapy. Okay, so we got our shimmies, just like a great tool to shake out the stress. And now we're gonna do some hip drops and hip twists. So when we do this, again, don't worry too much about the technique. Get a soft bend in that back leg. Front foot, it's like you're wearing a heel. So you keep that heel up the entire time, keep that bend. Adjust your posture, so shoulders down and back. We pull the belly button into the spine. We squeeze right here on this side. We lift and drop, squeeze. So we contract and then we just release the contraction. Squeeze, drop, squeeze. And you can make it stronger. To me, I feel like the straight relieves stress because it's a bigger, stronger movement and it allows you to just get that energy out. Let's switch sides so we get that soft bend in the knee, heel up, foot a little bit in front, posture, belly button into spine. We squeeze, drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze, drop. This all just takes a little bit of time, so don't worry about it. And drop, and drop. Good, now we're gonna do a twist. So it's very similar in mechanics, except we're twisting forward and back. And you'll be having so much fun that you'll forget that you're angry. You can also emphasize the back part and think of it more like a drop, drop, drop. And it's also a great core workout. Let's switch sides. Let's start with the up, 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 up. And back, and back. It's just more about where you emphasize. Good, all right. Woo, let's shimmy it out. I bet you that you already feel a little less angry, a little less irritable, right? Feels so good. Okay. Next, we're gonna move into some great belly dance movements for relieving bloating and helping your digestive system. So one of the best movements for this is our big belly dance hip circle. So you'll see my feet are about hip width and a half. You have to kind of play around with it. Everybody's body is different. And I just want you to take it nice and slow. But I also want you to think that you're driving this movement with your core. So connect with your core muscles here as you do this. It's almost like an internal massage of your digestive organs. That's how it feels to me. I feel like if I'm not feeling good, it just helps to get things moving. Let's switch sides or directions. And just take it as slow or as fast as feels right to you. Connecting with your core. You could even think about pulling your belly button in on the back. Good, another one that I like is this front to back figure 8. So when we do this, again, we're tucking a belly button into the spine, we tuck the tailbone under, we readjust our posture here, and the front to back figure 8 is a combination of this hip slide and a twist. which is, again, really good for getting things moving, because a lot of times this energy is just stuck, and we have to get the blood moving in our bellies, in our digestive systems. So this really helps with that. So again, my feet are a little bit wider than hip width. I slide, twist, slide, twist. This is a move that's very common in salsa. You've probably seen this before. Just get the overall sense of the movement. And these are things that you can just do throughout your day. Good, now this next move is a little more advanced. I would say it's a lot more advanced, so if you're not getting it, don't worry about it, but I just wanted to introduce it because it is really good for the digestive system, and that's the undulation. So we lift with our chest. You could think about it being kind of big just to help you get the feeling. So you lift the chest, and then you kind of round your shoulders. And then you could make it more focused on the lower belly. Almost like a belly roll. Just kind of play around with that, just in your spare moments. It is a really good belly movement. All right. So we had our circles, we had our front to back figure 8, and we had our more advanced movement of the undulation. All right, let's shimmy it out. I always like to do a shimmy to reset, and we're gonna move on to mini ritual number 3, which is your pelvic floor. And I had built a whole program around this. It's called the Belly Dance Solution. I've had this program, it's one of my signature programs since 2020. Over 30,000 women have joined this program. If you want the link, it's in the description. But I break down all the belly dance movements for strengthening your pelvic floor, and I just wanna show you a couple of these here, just real quick. So the first one is this pelvic tuck and drop. So you just bend your knees a little bit. Really important to have that bend in the knees. And I'm tucking, so first just put your hands on your pelvis and just feel your pelvis move forward and back. You're not using a lot of muscle here. You're just feeling that pelvis tilt forward and back, forward, forward, back, forward, back. And sometimes you have to actually increase your range of motion because, again, we sit a lot, our low back, our hips, our pelvis gets really locked up, so this helps to loosen that up. But when we do this for the pelvic floor, we let the muscles do it. So we do a soft release. We're not pushing our pelvis forward. That would hurt the back. We focus on this part, pulling, tucking, pulling the belly button into the spine, tilting the pelvis upward, and then we just relax. Like we're just letting air out of our balloon, and we let our bellies, we don't hold it in. So normally in our life, we're trying to hold in our belly, but here we really just, we let it go, even when we don't like what it looks like. Drop, tuck, drop, tuck. Focus all your energy, like in this diamond triangle shape, not diamond, triangle, below your belly button, right above your pelvic bone, and then lower. Now picture the very bottom of your pelvis is squeezing, like you're cracking a walnut, or you're squeezing a sponge, trying to keep the glutes relaxed. And the important part is that you do a strong contraction, and then I want you to just fully relax. Strong, soft, strong, soft, strong. You have to get both phases of the movement because you don't want your pelvic floor to get too tight. Okay, shake it out. Now I'm gonna just show you one more pelvic floor move. It's the Ami. So it's combining this pelvic tuck and drop with a side-to-side movement, but don't worry about that too much. Focus on this tuck and then just let the circle come around. Show you from the side. So this is a pelvic circle called the Ami. And when we focus on this up tuck part, it's really good for the pelvic floor. And it's really important here to keep those knees bent, because otherwise it's hard for the hips and the pelvis to move. We switch sides. Breathing. Honestly, just 3 to 5 minutes a day of that can really help to strengthen your pelvic floor. This is what I teach in my program. I show you different variations on it. It really does not take much each day to really get incredible results. It's those little spare moments throughout your day. Okay, are you ready for the last mini ritual? Okay, this is where we get to feel a little feminine, sensual, inner feminine energy. So let's do these shoulder rolls, kind of combined a little bit with a snake arm, but our shoulders are just going forward and back. And part of tapping into that feminine energy is your posture. So shoulders down and back, you're pulling it from the top of your head, and even if you don't do anything at all, you just feel like a queen, because you are, even when your body's in chaos, okay? So feel that attitude in your body. And sometimes when you change your gaze and you look up, it changes how you feel. I don't know how that works, to be honest. If you know, let me know in the comments. But something about just shifting your head and your eyes, it helps you to feel more positive, feel more queenly, goddessy. And then another move I like for this feminine energy, I mean, you can just do all kinds of fun stuff with your arms, but I like to do these, we call these Maya, M-A-Y-A. It's a downward figure eight, a downward vertical figure eight. So what do? We squeeze and we slide. And we can kind of add our arms to this. Maybe not at the same time if that feels too tricky. But I also just want you to just kind of sway. Like, don't even worry about technique too much. Keep your legs bent and just feel that fluidity in your body. Fluid, sensual, soft. Doesn't even have to be any particular technique. I think circles are also really a good sensual movement. You can just bring your arms in. I sometimes like to walk forward like I did. But even if you're just walking and you have that vibe, you could just get into a nice pose. You can bring your arms up, down, and just really tap into that deep well of feminine energy that is within you. All right, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I will timestamp this so that you can come back to your favorite ritual whenever you need it. And I hope that this just helps you feel better in your own skin despite whatever might be going on for you right now. Let me know in the comments if you like this. Would you like other videos to help you navigate these hormonal changes and feel better in your body? Let me know. I'll see you soon.